started the faceoffs last season in relief of Tommy Burke for Ohio State. Kleckel was the main guy for Utah. Both get tripped up there. Whistle will go. It'll be Utah ball here. Oldman tripping up Kleckel. He'll get the pass off first, and it's worked in. Colby Plotzel keeping him at bay. Gets it up to Hart. Worked over far side, Faulkner. It's away from Turner. Has space for a shot. Likes to go to Cody Hart. And that shot is saved off the back of Bobby Van Buren. Stays Utah ball. Jonas Hunter behind the nets. Looking around for options. Has Van Buren out. Will go here. Can't get the shot off. Van Buren able to hold his own. Behind the net with Hart. Johnny Cool out defending him. Faulkner gets into the middle. It's pressed down low. Trying to wrap around. Gets right in front. Puts a shot on. And he'll score on Blake. First goal this season for Utah. First goal in this game. And they're right on the board here. 9:34 left in this first quarter.
And talk about the young sophomore getting it done. The Buckeyes did a great job to start out that defensive possession, especially Griffin Turner, who had delayed the time. The shot clock was almost down to 10 seconds left to go. And then the Buckeyes just didn't commit anybody behind the net. They give that wide open pass, and that's going to be a nice goal for the Utes.
I think right off of the stick of Len Skolden out of play, so it stays Ohio State ball here. They'll get a fresh 60 on the shot clock. Now Ben Mayer. Trying to get in the middle into space. Unable to get away. Mayer on his right. Puts it down low. Garrett Haas right there. And with the first goal of the season for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Tying it up here.
Passing plays. I will say, though, Utah is putting shoulders to bodies. Multiple times they almost force a turnover by just dropping their shoulder in, popping that ball out.
Horton. Horton pass in the middle. Hart works it out wide. In the middle, Jonas Hunter the shot. Save. Henry Blake.
Blake doing a good job to settle in. However, I will say that play entirely created by Bryce Horton. The big shoulder again. We talked about it. Utah is
on. A little behind is Langermeyer. The late move by Griffin Turner that time. Ball being worked around here by Utah. Up top, it's Likes. Move it to Steins. Has Robertson far side. Stays with Steins, trying to get away from Langermeyer. 6:20 left, 35 seconds in the shot clock. Likes, and Steins straight down. And he'll five-hole Henry Blake for the second of this season. The ever-dangerous Ryan Steins on the board for the first. 2 goals now for Utah, just one for Ohio State. The slide was coming on there. Kyle Faulkner. Sent down to the wing and behind the net. Steins. Hart coming over to try to set the pick. On Brown, but elects to move the pass up top. In space, working around. Couldn't get the shot to get by Blake, still alive. And the rebound chance goes. Utah one more on the board. And it's Luke 9.5 minutes into the freshman career of Luke McNamara. The freshman's got a goal here in Columbus. Utah now 3-1 lead. Still flagged down on the field here, mind you. There'd likely be that cross-check on Garrett Haas. 10 seconds here in the shot clock for Steins. Working around, Cullen Brown holding him off. Mook makes it away now, puts it right in the middle. Shot on, narrowly misses wide of the net. And the shot clock will go out, but it'll be that penalty on Haas. Will Overly back to Zachary White. Into Hart, up top, Steins. Far side, fake shot by McNamara. Steins back to Hart, and now Steins again. Ryan Steins looking for options. McNamara in the middle. His shot, low to low, and he buries it past Henry Blake.
How about the double up?
4-1 lead here in Columbus. 11 seconds remaining on that penalty to Garrett Haas, and they were able to bury it. Walking down the alley a bit. Now we'll come back in to the box here. 15 seconds in the shot clock, 2:20 on the game clock. Steins trying to get away. Van Buren will switch off. Put some pressure on that Utah offense. Cody Hart trying to get to the middle. Johnny Cool trying to hold him off. Hart in space for the shot, puts it on, save by Henry Blake. The rebound will go right out in front, falls perfectly to Cody Hart, and he gets another goal here for Utah.
Defenders really need to pick up, throw away, and honestly, that shot clock was almost down to nothing, and Ohio State let another goal in with less than 15 to go.
Great tiptoe effort there by Steins. on the edge of the box. Ohio State going to challenge this. Nick Myers, Dawson being in result of the face-off violation in the last one, forcing Madden to take this one essentially. Swept back by Oldman. He'll pick up the ground ball. It's being fought for in the middle. Got tied up there. Somehow, Jack Oldman keeping possession there. Very, very impressive. He'll go straight down. Puts a pass far side. Big shot, Marinier. Straight at the crossbar and down and away. Keeps that ball out. Alex Marinier ever so close. And now leaves it for Ari Allen. Oldman stays on. Pulls the old fake. Pass up top. Being worked around by Alex Dixon. He'll leave it over, working around Garrett Haas. Right to the front and right in again. That's 2 in the day.
As they catch the defenders lacking and then just get it in number 2's hands. It feels like so often can be the opener from behind the net, unassisted, gets it in.
Pass back to Robertson, now back to Overly, waiting in the face-off circle essentially right there. Robertson gonna try to drive in here. Gets away, works it down low, puts a pass behind the net for Hunter. Sets a pick on Van Buren, who's able to get away from it. Behind the net, Braden Glushko defending on Robertson, puts a shot on, right off the post, rebound right in front, and it's sent home. Luke McNamara for the Hattie.
That's out.
The freshman's got a first quarter hat trick here in Ohio State. It's another rebound goal. Blake is just a tiny piece of that there, and again tiptoeing the edge of the crease. Looks like Colby Plotz. Toto sweeps it out wide, trying to win the faceoff here. Is picked up by Plotz. Lobs it over the head of Alex Marinier. 20 seconds here in the shot clock. Cody Hart driving down, trying to get past Johnny Cool. Can't get in. Cool stays in the middle, right out in front. McNamara tips it home in front past Henry Blake. That's 4 in the day for number 45.
And what a way, pulling the Ohio State players towards him, and then just a nice little bouncer, crosser shot, and an impossible save for Henry Blake.
Utah has 7. Luke McNamara has 4. Looking to get a pass in the middle to Nathan Chalmers. Nothing doing there. Marinier straight down. Alex Marinier gets one back for Ohio State, fresh out of the man down opportunity. And it's his first of the season. And second, they're back down to a 4-goal lead for the Utah Utes. Ohio State trying their best to stay in this game. Utah's coming straight back down. Can't pick up the ground ball cleanly. It's all kinds of messing around, and Jack Oldman is able to do it all himself, the face-off man, running down the field here. Puts his pass over to Marinier. Ohio State trying to get settled here offensively. Marinier moves it to Garrett Haas, has 2 of the 3 goals. Haas working around in space. Bounces out wide. Gannon Matthews coming on here for Ohio State. Behind that right out in front. Marinier behind the back and gets a 4th for Ohio State. The skills on display here, both sides here at the Ohio State Lacrosse Stadium.
Face off, making it 5-7, get a great opener, and just nobody stays behind the net, tries to use the extra man, but the Buckeyes use confusion to grab that goal.
On the field here, Ben Mayer. Mayer one-on-one with Trask, moves it down low to Haas. Able to set a pick for him, a little bit away from it. Haas unable to use it too much. Mayer with the ball, 7-4, 10 minutes to go here in the half. Mayer working around, trying to get in space up top. Garrett Haas fakes the shot. He's for Donnery, and he buries it. His first goal as an Ohio State Buckeye.
For the Buckeyes to absolutely lay one in. Garrett Haas has emerged as such a star that Utah very scared of him, puts some bodies towards him, and it opens up everything else.
Garrett Haas as very well draws the attention towards himself. Faulkner pressed down below the goal line. 25 seconds here in the shot clock for Utah. Trying to settle this game down a little bit. Faulkner gives it to Overly. Overly being pressed to the top of the box. 15 seconds in the shot clock now for Utah. Overly gets it to Hart. 10 seconds here. Faulkner gets away from Island, has a little bit of space, puts it on target, but Cullen Brown knocks that ball down, and it stays out of danger. Popped up in the air. Shot clock will expire. Good work by the shot. Elects to go behind the net. 25 seconds here in the shot clock for Ohio State. Trying to get to the front is Donnery there. Or actually, maybe even in the middle of Leary. Now Garrett Haas makes it 3. Finds space in the middle right. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. and he just goes low to high.
Now 4 straight goals for the Buckeyes, and look at what happened on the ground. 2 Utah players fall down trying to stop that passing play, and Garrett Haas is like,
straight in, drive on the goaltender, off the play coming on. He'll have to be forced out wide, move to Ben Mayer. Mayer behind the net. Ward called in Ohio State. Let the lead, can't pick the ball cleanly out of the dirt. Ryan Steins gets away from Van Buren. Can't get straight down in the goal. Has to put a pass up top to Robertson. Robertson getting away from Langermeyer. Pass down low, right out in front. Shot on, and a goal for Zachary White. Breaks that Ohio State momentum.
45 seconds on the shot clock before they entered, but the pass from Chase Robertson, they beat both defenders, and then it's just basically a one-on-none. Impossible to save.
To Liam White. Liam White on his left, down the alley, has space, puts it in the middle, looking for Marinier. Down low, he can't hold on to it, and it makes its way to Lenskold, who will just pick it up on the edge of the crease. Mayer finds Matthews coming on. Matthews, McKenna line all on. Matthews has the ball, trying to get to the middle of the field, loses his footing there. Stripped up, but no foul, stays with the ball miraculously. One-handed fight off all clock. Marinier will pick it up, goes to McKenna. Now Donnery, get the shot clock reset here. Put it in the middle, trying to find Haas in the back door. Pass is deflected, Mayer's able to pick it up. Tries a swing move, gets away, and is nearly tripped up right out in front. The shot on, and it's in from Garrett Haas, and flags down all.
Their work behind the net, Utah hasn't been putting enough pressure on it, and just the wide open with the trip gets the lead cut back down to 1. And how about the Buckeyes here?
Overly setting himself available for a pick here on Van Buren. Steins go away with it now. Has the option to go to Overly, will send it to him. Headed by Langermeyer behind the net. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Up top, Likes will wind one up and put it over the top of Henry Blake. 9-7 Utah.
Continuing to look for these long-range banger shots that are just finding the top corner of the back net for Henry Blake, and the response has been really phenomenal from Utah. After the Ohio State goals, they get their passing going and just open up everything towards the back line. The defender not ready for it, and that's going to keep that 2-goal buffer for Utah.
It does look like it is Jack Oldman back out to take the face-off again for Iceland against Tyler Kleckel. Kleckel sweeps it back, doesn't pick up the ground ball cleanly, now able to do so to get this second half underway. 12th win of the day for Tyler Kleckel, 11th loss of the day for Jack Oldman. Making space, gets past behind the net, Cullen Brown a little bit out of the way, so it's solid with Jonas Hunter behind the net right now. Hunter looking around for options here, Cullen Brown trying to cut off that lane. Now Brown able to get out to him, he'll have to pass it up to Ryan Steins. Steins trying to work away from Van Buren, almost loses his footing, manages to keep possession of the ball. Spins, trying to get away from Van Buren, trying to stay pressed out, and Buren doing very well in his first game back. Faulkner, overly wide open, Brown gets out to him, but not enough time as he puts a shot behind Henry Blake, and Utah gets the scoring open here in the second half.
And again, it's exactly how they start out the second quarter. They come out, so range today is going to make them feel real good.
Island was getting back into the middle. Cullen Brown's going out, and just not enough time there, enough space. Game. Utah strikes first in this second half. Face-off flip right behind Oldman. Kleckel will go straight down. Gets it to Steins, quickly in, and quickly back into the back of the net again. 2 goals for Utah, just like that. 6 seconds between goals. Goal there. Moves past Ed Sheehan on for Ohio State. First action of the season for him. Mayer puts it back up to Donnery. Donnery over at Turner. Right in Alex Marinier. And just like that, he buries it in Ohio State, able to get the man-up goal. And bring it to
passing lanes that they can block, and then just give it over to big number 5 to swing for the fences.
Luke Pavetta trying to get free. Now Turner. Spinning around looking for options. Gets it to Gannon Matthews. Sidearm and into the top corner of the net. It's Gannon Matthews with the goal for Ohio State.
And Griffin Turner just does a lot of work on this drive. Number 1, only at 5'10", the spin move, presses circle, beats the defender, and gets a nice open pass. And the defender tries to go back and play the player behind the net, leaves that one-on-none. Nice back.
Back to Overly. Now Robertson looking to drive in on Artie Allen. Puts it on his left, gets a little bit of space on Allen. Can't get to the face of the goal. Allen using the speed to stay with him and puts it behind the net for Hunter. Van Buren makes his way off the pick. Allen punches him back out wide. Strength and speed from the little man. Hunter again behind the net. 20 seconds here in the shot clock for Utah. Staying with him, shot on. Fakes out Caleb Fyock and gets it behind for the 12th goal of the day for the Utes.
Nice little.
Coleman Kraske back up for the faceoff again. Much better day for him than Jack Goldman, so he's continuing on the faceoff dot here. Okay. Matthews will just go straight over to the bench once the time expires. Overly here, up to Steins. Back to even strength. Stays Zach White. Up top to Ryan Steins. Failed opportunity there for Utah as Ohio State reestablishes back at even strength. Langenmeyer pressing on Zachary White. Bounce out to the far wing. And Ward called on Utah. Ohio State will get possession off a great defensive effort there by the home Buckeyes. Now Langermeyer. Puts a pass into Donnery. Waiting to come on. McKenna. Up top, not waiting at all himself. Has the ball here. Pop back out wide. Looking for options. Finds Mayer. Mayer carries into the near side corner here. Ohio State setting up a play. One-on-one is Mayer with Robertson. Bit of a mismatch there. Mayer turns straight on target and straight into the back of the net. Ohio State capitalizing. And it's 12-10. Utah's
in the top pocket. The defender had no way to battle his spin move.
Mismatch there. Offensive midfielder versus offensive midfielder. And Ben Mayer is perfectly able to capitalize. In Jackson Walsh gets his first action of the day. Jackson Walsh, the sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. Now Griffin Turner. Turner behind the net, one-on-one here with Shifko. Turner gets in the middle. Garrett Haas wide open. Can't keep possession of the ball or had a golden opportunity on target there. Orton will pick it up. Launches the ball to the top perfectly on line to get it forward. Going straight down is the long pull, but O'Leary able to knock it out of his hands. Then put on. Caleb Fyock stuffs McNamara point blank. And Ohio State's going back the other way quickly. Utah a little bit behind the play. Just now getting back defensively. Long pull, Colby Plotz is way up in the play that time. Had the ball knocked out of his stick. Walsh gets to Matthews. And Matthews cuts down the near side wing. Goes behind the net. Wrapping around looking for options is Matthews. Fakes the pass, keeps it with him. Matthews pick available by O'Leary. Gets by again, and Matthews. His shot blocked on the way and goes right into the stick of Lenskold. O'Leary staying with it. He's knocked away off the ball. Nick Myers wanting a loose ball push to be called. Nothing given there. Lidl charging on as the yellow behind the net to Steins. 90 seconds here. 45 in the shot clock. Van Buren pressing him out wide. Goes off the pick. It's a little bit of space. Van Buren having to get back there. Pass up top. Finds Faulkner. Walter pressed out wide. Lidl staying with him tight. Hart into the middle. Shot on. Into the back of the net. Just off the far hip of Caleb Fyock, and it's 13-10 Utah.
Because it allowed a
of the day for Utah to score 2 or more goals, along with Ryan Steins and, of course, Luke McNamara, who's as many as the two of them combined. To Robertson up top. Zachary White, 10 seconds here for Utah. White carrying around. Pass far side. Likes fighting possession, will just throw a shot on, saved by Fyock. As time expires, the last second chance will go. Makes way into the back of the net. Why is it trying to say the time was out? I would tend to agree with that, but there's going to be a discussion here with the referees. We will wait and see. If no call officially yet, then we're going to have a discussion between all three of them here to see what they're going to say about it.
Yeah, it looked to me like time had expired, and if the refs do go for that goal call, it looks like the OSU coaching staff had the hands on the red flags just in case to.
So the face-off man, Tyler Kleckel, able to just go straight in that time and score on Caleb Fyock. Make it a 14-10 game here, and it did not take very long at all for number 36. Now tied up, face-off violation called on Kraske. Kleckel will pick it up. Carries over the midfield line.
Utah
It was a pass over to Bryce Horton.
Tyler Queckle.
Steins will just send it up to Hart. Now near side's Faulkner. Faulkner waiting for reinforcements. Overly's coming on. Overly working away from Island. Send it to the far corner. Hunter gives it to Steins. Steins carrying around 50 seconds here in the shot clock. Faulkner has it behind the cage. Tries to get to the front, able to do so, and puts it over the shoulder of Fayok. 2 goals in quick succession here for Utah.
The Utes are just having their way here with the Buckeye defense, ring around the rosy, but more importantly, the quick passing plays. It's something that we realistically haven't seen all game long. Utah has upped the tempo. They've back-to-back scored to start out this quarter, and it's just impossible when they have the speed advantage, it seems, in almost every single player.
Jack Goldman back out to take faceoffs here for Ohio State. Ryan Donnery pass over to Garrett Haas. Haas one-on-one with Horton, making his way away using the moves in the middle. Can't find a pass to Marinier, knocked down by Pavetta. Marinier got tripped up. We'll get back to his feet now. Utah will start the breakout here. Pass goes all the way across to Pavetta. Looking for options still here. We'll get a pass into Jake Likes. He gets away from Langermeyer. Cullen Brown trying to pick him up. He has some speed away from him. Let's go away. Van Buren was waiting ready. Move it to Sheehan behind the net. That's Sheehan. O'Leary. Up top, White. White working around, has Horton one-on-one defensively in space. Liam White, the shot, and he scores. Liam White gets one back for Ohio State.
And this shot is just really tough to defend here for Utah. You see White go over the right shoulder, bringing all the speed and power. And because the defender is about a half second behind him, that open center lane. Credit to the Buckeyes' rest of the offense for getting some traffic in front of it, but a beautiful goal and a start to the cut into the lead.
So first goal will carry in. He'll settle in the corner. Alex Dixon out to play him. He'll work his way around. Pick sent by Hunter. His shot on doesn't make its way to the net. Goes right back to Hunter. Hunter pass across in the middle. Shot on. No question about it there. Cody Hart in the middle, just fighting off traffic, puts it by Caleb Fayok, and his goal, number 16 for Utah.
And we go back
On these faceoffs today, a whole bunch of those faceoff guys as well. Oldman, Kraske, even Magtoto getting chances. Magtoto won his lone one. The rest of the team not so prevalent in the faceoff circle today. Right in the middle, McNamara straight down forward, and it's the 17th for Utah.
And what did we say? Coming out of the third, McNamara moving towards that position right in front of the goal lead. They've extended to 6.
Timeout call by Ohio State. The Utah bench is hyped up. Drew McMinn's squad, and his offense especially, is play. Sheehan stays with it, picks the ball up from behind the goal line, gets his play back underway. Ed Sheehan, one-on-one with DePonio. It's away. Ed Sheehan in space here, looking to see what he'll make of it. Has passing lanes, likes to go to Mayer. 20 seconds down the shot clock here for Ohio State. DePonio pressing on Mayer. Mayer's pass falls a little away from Ed Sheehan, now picks it up. 10 seconds here in the shot clock. Jack McKenna in space right down the middle. His shot knocked off. Mayer picks it back up. 5 seconds now. Mayer around to the middle. Wraparound shot. He scores in the essentially a backhand shot there. Great work, Ben Mayer, just hooking the ball around and putting it.
Hasn't put as many bodies behind the net, so when Mayer gets going, just goes on the speed, and it's all said and done after that. Nice Buckeye goal.
Look at the end. Hart will carry in the near side corner. Doesn't have much of a passing option to Robertson. We'll keep the ball here, 25 seconds in the shot clock. Stays with Hart. Hart turning, fakes the shot, puts it up top to Steins. 15 seconds in the shot clock now. Steins working away from Van Buren. Cullen Brown comes out to defend him. Backhand pass into the middle is knocked down, doesn't perfectly fall to pretty much anyone there. Langermeyer's trying to pick it up. He's run over without the ball. And then Island gets the ball and moves it forward. Here comes Cullen Brown, fast breaking, coming for Ohio State. Colin Brown goes straight down. Past Donnery, the shot, big save by Lenskold. And here comes Utah back the other way now. When it matters.
And that was the save off the last play that he just got scored on. So bounce back, fixing those mistakes. And now again, Utah, every single time they get the possession, they're just going to hold it for the full 80 almost. Buckeyes would not be surprised if they pull off a press, but it's going the other way.
Ohio State gets the ball back. Lido will go quickly. Sends it in. Marinier looking for options. Ball knocked out of his stick. He's trying to pick it up. It's sent way up in the air. Liam White, highly aware there to get that ball. Catches the stick a little bit up high there. Has it behind the net. Carries on Liam White. Looking for options. Not really much doing, able to get a pass up top. Garrett Haas back on now for Ohio State, and they got to go real quickly now. 4 minutes, 5 goals to make up. In the middle, Marinier, the shot, great save. Lenskold to deny the quick heater from Marinier.
What a great...
Just press it back out into the corner. Van Buren's coming way out to play him. Stein's able to get away. Ohio State will put 2 defenders on him now with Foster and Van Buren both there. Gets right to the front, puts a shot on Cody Hart, gets it by Henry Blake, and gets up in the face of Blake as well. And Ohio State players knocking me half out that, all kinds of flags down as well. Henry Blake a little bit slow to get up there as well, and it's an 18th goal today. 3 flags on the field, and all 3 officials talking this one over. Hard, wide open net, puts it in there as well. Will leave Ohio State in a man opportunity, especially if it's more egregious penalty. I would say I don't expect much to come of it, but we will always wait and see here. For Ohio State right now, you essentially need either Jack Ullman, Coleman Kraske to essentially win the faceoff away from Kleckel, go straight down past Marinier or Haas and score, and you do that about 5 times. And then you still have to get another goal after that.
And the worst case scenario here for the Buckeyes would be maybe you get a retaliation penalty, and all of a sudden
yourself, yeah.
You're in a bad scenario. So we'll see what the refs end up deciding, deliberating for a while, and here's the call.
Still waiting officially there. Still talking things over. Now it's officially we're going to get it. It's going to be on Ohio State, it looks to be. Looks like Langermeyer will sit here for the Buckeyes. On the game clock. Utah on track for the season opening win. Ball just thrown around behind the net, picked up by Robertson in the one hand. Robertson in the middle. Has space for the shot, will put it on and scores on Henry Blake. Consolation goal, just an extra one added on there, not even a consolation goal. And a flag's gonna be thrown here. I think it's gonna be another one on Henry Blake. Might have actually said something there, that'd be my best guess. That's all about I can say this time. Fayok will retreat back now. Cody Hart working around. Foster and Island back there. Foster strips him on it. 12.6 here. Fayok will just launch this ball likely down the field. Whistle goes. Fayok will just cannon it all the way down. Call it icing. Sometimes in lacrosse. Knocked down. Falls for Alex Marinier. He scores on the bounce shot. 4.5 left. Now the consolation goal for Ohio State. 4.5 seconds left, and a goal by a guy who used to wear number 45 last year, and Alex Marinier.
He's had a great performance, though, even though, like you said, it is one of those cosmetic goals. Shout out to that nice little cannon you talk about of a throw from the keeper connected into the offense. And would have liked that a little bit earlier for the Buckeyes, but it's something better to walk into the locker room than getting scored on as your last thing.
It is technically a man-down goal as well for us. Not something you see very often for teams that score in the man-down goal with Henry Blake holding out in the penalty box. Time expires here in Columbus. 19-13, Utah takes down Ohio State in Columbus, snaps the long-term home winning streak to start the season.